my ear hole.
Now making his way to the Caged Aggression Octagon is Josh Richardson, 5'10", 145 pounds, fighting out of Bartonville, Illinois, and Peoria Athletic Club. Sitting down with Josh before the fights, he mentioned that he hasn't fought in 2 years. Now, this is another guy that we have tonight who's taken a little bit of a layoff, so I always find it interesting when you have guys who come in after that layoff, but I would assume that, at least to some degree, once you get hit that first time or move around a little bit and get things going, it's sort of like riding a bike. You just fall back into it.
Now, JD, is it 2 years of no
activity,
MMA,
right?
No, nothing, because I know people who are still very active in the gym, just 2 years off of fighting because of family, because of life.
I haven't fought in about 2 years, but I tell you what, I'm not rusty.
Right.
You hear me?
One thing interesting that he said as well was that his opponent probably has been studying old tape of him, but he said that, and I quote, his opponent is studying a fighter that doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
That's kind of dope. I like that.
The last fight you had, you should not be the same guy as the next fight. If you're a true martial artist, you're always looking to adapt and find a new way to win or a new way to. He might be anxious to pop off because he's nervous about the ring rust period, and could be a good thing, could be a bad thing.
And his opponent right now heading to the Caged Aggression Octagon is Jordan Gagne, 5'9", 145 pounds, fighting out of Bettendorf, Iowa, and Hilltop Fitness. He wanted to make sure to give Sean a shout out for kicking his butt a few times during his camp. So.
Oh, did he really?
Yep, sure did.
Hey, my man, dude. I was waiting for it to come. I was gonna say, man, this kid, man, and I look over, and he's not half-assing anything. There's no hot dog, and it's all work. And it's, I held pads for him about a week ago, and the kid was chugging through 5.5s, man. He was working, he was grinding. So, this fight, and a few of them coming, will be hard for me to sit here and commentate without, doing some cornering myself. But, I hold it back. It's the amateur level, and they got to collect the experience. But I definitely, I worked with this kid, and I hope that this is a great fight for the fans.
Yeah, and I also found it interesting that both of these guys are moving up from 35 to 45. So is that going to be something where these guys are going to have more power, or is their cardio going to suck? Those are the questions that sort of run through my mind when you move up in weight as opposed to dropping down.
Yeah, I mean, it can go both ways, JD, man. It's a double-sided sword for sure. I mean,
sometimes you're not cutting as much weight, so you feel lighter, you feel better, you feel stronger because you're not so depleted by the time your weight cut comes around. And sometimes you're just
Ladies and gentlemen,
guy.
our fifth bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Featherweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 147 pounds. He trains at the Peoria Athletic Club. Joining us from Bartonville, Illinois, Josh Richardson. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 146 pounds. He trains at Hilltop Fitness. Joining us from Bettendorf, Iowa, Jordan Gagne.
Josh Richardson in the red corner, Jordan Gagne in the blue corner. Ben Wilson is your referee for this 3-round matchup. Jeremy J.D. Dorsey, Jordan the Henchman Hinman, and the exception Sean West on commentary tonight.
What's up, Josh?
Let's watch some fights.
I'm excited for this one. I like a lot of movement already. You're going to see the level of these guys, of these fights raised now. Here we go.
Good. Follow that with the two. Follow that with the two.
Got a lot of movement.
And the chin way up in the air.
Yeah, both guys definitely look relaxed.
He's looking to load up on that right hand.
Overhand.
Good slip.
Jordan definitely has had his rounds of sparring to be prepared to trade and to exchange.
2-3-2, Josh.
So
Stay on it. Stay on it. 2 kick. Stay. That's it.
Richardson looking pretty
Left
sharp
kick cross,
early on.
left
Yeah,
kick cross.
he's firing him off.
offensive for sure.
Left to the leg,
Jordan
cross
looks
to
real
the body.
calm.
Left to the leg, cross. Yeah.
Good double jab lands.
Left kick cross. That's it. Circle.
I think he's
Josh.
going to look to poke that double
Circle.
that double
Hands up.
one and then come
Hands
over the
up.
top with the right.
Underhook. Get the underhook.
Jordan's decent at wrestling, man.
Go to
He's an aggressive
Oh.
grappler. He
your head up.
trained with Spencer
There
a
you
lot,
go.
so Spencer's
go.
the one that sent him over, to work out with us
Underhook.
MMA G guys. But
Knees,
he's
Josh,
done a lot of
knees.
working out with
Knees,
Spencer, so he's got some good
shoulder
he's got
press.
good jiu-jitsu.
Get the underhook. Knees. Knees, Josh. Knees.
And he looked close.
There you go. Get the underhook.
Good head
job.
pressure by Gagne.
Yes, sir. I like the forehead on
Get
on the
that-
chin,
get
man.
that right
I'm
your
a
right arm
big believer in
underhook.
that,
Right.
even though I'm not a wrestler.
Oh no,
Hands up,
I
hands
mean
up,
you are a
Josh, hands up,
you are a
hands
grappler
up.
in your own right, so it applies to
Well,
everything.
yeah, but one thing I've definitely been learning and tools that
Left
have
kick
helped
cross.
me get better is definitely that helps me create space. to
Position-
fire off.
Positioning,
Circle,
yeah.
Keep circling. Left kick cross.
It keeps their weight up on their
Hands up,
toes.
Josh,
Yeah, Richardson
hands
looks
up.
like he's
Hands up,
either
quick.
gassed or hurt or something.
That mouth is wide open, man. The mouth is
Get
wide
your
open.
elbows together. When
Yeah, he's
shelling
coming
up.
a lot.
Hands up.
He's shelling up high.
Hands up, Josh.
He's over exaggerating the cover
Circle,
on the
circle, 1, 2.
nice there.
Stand up. Get your.
Just missed with that lead left.
Still on the bike though, man. He's still moving. He's still on the back pedal, which is good. You know what I mean? He's not letting. Oh, nice head kick. Nice head kick. Jordan ate that.
Right leg kick. Right leg kick.
Checked it a smidge, but yeah.
Right kick hook. Right kick hook.
I mean, he's working the kicks. And it can be difficult to fight or spar anybody who throws those kicks the way they do. Good job. And that's what you just got to wait for. You got to wait for that kick to come, and you got to counter with the hard right. You gotta,
Yeah, he tends to throw blind kicks, and if Gagne would just wait patiently for that kick to come and throw straight down the middle, he's throwing bombs right now. That's it.
Wow.
Excellent finish by Jordan Gagne. He just went ham there at the end.
I think I think that's just round. I think that's just ended round.
I'd say that was his round.
All right. He looked like he was hurt, but I mean, if that's into the round, I mean, I thought he had more in the tank.
Yeah, definitely back and forth round to watch there. It's kind of hectic at the very end, especially seeing Gagne be able to unleash a little bit at the very end.
He definitely won the round, in my opinion, finishing like that, especially with the back and forth pace at the beginning, and then he turned it up there at the end. So that's good strategy by Gagne.
I don't fully know. Okay, maybe his legs hurt. I mean, he got up there. I don't fully know if he knows that he could bring a stool around. Maybe it's just him. Okay, he's the only corner man, so I get it. Jumping over. I hope he don't hurt that bad boy going down, though.
And here we go with round two.
We need a bell.
But here's Jordan right now. He's going to see punches now, I feel like.
Hands up.
His opponent, I feel like if he stays moving and stays on that pedal and keeps tagging, it might be more of a point fighting style, but he can get the victory if he tags and stays away. But if he lets Jordan return and land 5 to his 2,
Hard right kicks, left hook.
Jordan's going to steal the round again.
Yeah, that math doesn't add up.
Hands up.
Got good left hook.
Here we go. We left off at the end of first round, just in that position. Gagne looking to finish again.
That left hook is really containing him, keeping him from being able to escape to Gagne's opponent's right. He's containing him. He's keeping him in that box, and he's allowing him to. He's looping with it now, but
Circle, come in for one overhand. Circle, come in for one overhand.
Richardson has taken a little bit of damage, but I still like how he's very light on his feet, still trying to retaliate, drop a few more shots of his own.
Hammer that kick. Jordan, give me a jab, look. Keep your hands up.
might be less of a chase if he cuts him off with the angle. He steps into it instead of following him as he runs away.
And the one thing that you see with this fight that is a little bit different from a lot of amateur fights is that both of these guys are patient. You don't see somebody who's going out there throwing hands with, reckless abandon and leaving himself open or gassing out.
Yeah, I'd say they both look like they've been there before.
There you go.
I love shots on the break like that.
Left kick the leg cross.
And you can't get lazy either. You know what I mean? You can't get lazy just because you and your opponent are disengaging.
Oh, and he drops Gagne with a big right hand.
Here's Jordan.
see how hurt he really is. He seems to be okay.
I don't think
he catches another one though. He's doing his
Gagne with a
best
few
to try
shots
to
at his own
finish.
too.
They're trading, but I feel like he needs to go for the double again.
Big uppercuts there by Richardson.
Great uppercut, shoot the double. He needs to cut the angle. Yeah, look at him. He's on his butt now. He's on his thigh. He's not. There's no
Can't
more
wrestle
drive.
on your hip.
No, there's no more drive.
Can't
He's
wrestle on your knees.
working for the guillotine now. Oh, no, he's not.
Peruvian.
Peruvian. Rare.
Lost
But he
it.
lost position. Terrible. I mean,
He had it. If he would have sat back with and over his head like he did, he didn't secure it.
This might be good for
He
Jordan.
just jumped. Yeah, he jumped it way too early.
Lost position. You know.
Kudos and points or whatever for going for it. Now, that would have been a dope finish, but
10 seconds. You know, Gary Schroeder used to always say position before submission.
absolutely.
That's that was his saying. Rest in peace to the old man. I love you. But yeah, that's what his famous saying was. Position before submission.
Man,
That was a fun round, too.
Yes, how do you judge that with the big knockdowns?
So
tough.
that's not
Coin flip.
Damage-wise, he cold him. I mean, he
what
stuck.
round 1-1.
I believe so. I
Now-
give
now
the
what
first
happens-
round to Gagne, second round. Richardson definitely came through with that. Had him hurt, had him bad position, and Gagne did a good job of coming out on top there at the end, but I would say 1-1.
Yeah, I mean definitely. Yeah, that's exactly what.
What are their corners telling them right now?
I mean, for Gagne, I think pressure, get Richardson back on the fence where he can unload those big hands. And then for Richardson, he's definitely going to have to keep on moving, see if he can't land that straight right again.
Gagne's hurting over there.
Yeah,
man,
big time.
crazy.
He's hurting over there. So he might have hurt his leg, man. So his corner really might be telling him to get him to the ground and let's just stay dominant. Let's lock
And you
this
wonder
fight up.
how quickly Richardson is able to see that.
Yeah, I think he sees
and
it right away.
understand it, yeah.
And he's definitely coming to put it on, and he's
Yep.
attacking the leg right away.
Right at the leg.
Woo!
Nice
up,
push.
Joe.
Big right.
I'd like to see him
There-
throw a switch lead up top.
He
If
sets it.
Richardson can throw it,
He's hurt.
That's it. Uppercut. Uppercut. Hey.
Oh, big uppercut.
That's unfortunate if this is how that fight ends.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Guys, these men are trading shots.
That's huge for him, man. If he can keep that, but if he keeps grimacing like that, and when they get to their feet, if they get to their feet again, that ref will stop that fight. You know what is? I mean, that's a rule. If you scream in pain, that's a verbal submission,
Right.
right?
Don't let him go. Don't let him go.
I mean, but what guts, by Gagne right now,
still
just to be able to go through
fighting
that.
on and getting the takedown. Nonetheless.
Richardson can't do is be lazy here. He has to create separation. He's got to kick off with his feet. He's got to stuff that head, and he's got to get an underhook. I recommend.
Definitely needs to get to work.
Yeah, you can't lay here. I mean, it was in his favor. Fighting is a big in the moment type thing, and the heat of the moment was going in his favor.
Gagne's laying some leather to the ear holes.
I don't know if it's hurt Richardson though, or if he's just being lazy. Is he tired?
It's okay. Those
winning.
will,
It's
those,
winning.
Yeah, those will score the points that he needs to win the fight.
Was that a fish hook? Was that a fish hook? I think it was.
I didn't see it. Fish hooking is illegal here.
Not in Iowa.
This ain't the barn no more.
Illinois don't mind.
Josh, you gotta move.
So he's gonna staple that down, right? If he staples that down with that right leg and can pull that left leg through.
Coming up on a minute left in this round 3 bout between Josh Richardson and Jordan Gagne.
It's a solid minute and 20 in dominant position.
Push your head away. Bring your head to me and push your leg to the other side.
I was
He's
Richardson.
just got a frame. He's got to get a right underhook, and he's already halfway out the back door. He's
Exactly.
just not.
Yep, he's got to
Work. He's pulling down on the back of his head. He's holding him down on top of him.
Exactly. So what I have been taught by old junior was to almost let them pass, let them go to side control, dive under with that right hand, shoot to the sky, and get your hip to hip and stand up.
Side control.
Get out, Josh.
It is
Full guard. Yeah.
full
Be a
guard.
great spot for elbows right here, wouldn't it?
That's the time of the round.
Back of the head.
I don't think so. I think that's round.
No way. Back of the head.
Yeah, might be giving him a warning.
No way.
Those look pretty clean.
You know, I trust the. I'd like to see.
Fighters.
Oh
Safety.
no, was he just standing up or?
got to stay away from that leg kick. Richardson wants to land it, you know. If I was him, I'd sit down. I'd check that. 10 seconds right here. Maybe if he can secure another double right here, might win him the fight. Dig deep right here. Find out. The way he ends in control.
There you have it.
Tough.
A lot of back and forth action.
It really is. Great matchup between both of these guys. Another great matchup put together by Mike Goodwin.
Definitely. That was an action-packed fight from the first minute to the last. You know, it's a lot of back and forth. Like we said, we had a big knockdown there in the second round, and then a gritty, fought, hard third.
At the very end, it seemed as though Gagne was gaining a lot of time on top. I don't know how much he was able to, or how much damage he was able to do, but he was able to land a few hammer fists in there. Might have been enough to get him that third round, but you never know.
And he was hurt too. That leg of him was really bothering, and Richardson was trying to target it. He just got caught with a nice level change and a takedown, and he spent a lot of time on the bottom. I think the judges are going to favor it in Gagne's corner, but as you know, anything can go.
Yeah, very entertaining bout. I really like what I saw from Richardson as well, especially, you know, coming off of that sort of a layoff, 2 years. Didn't really show a ton of rust either.
No, he looked fresh. He looked sharp.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to your judges' scorecard for this decision. All three judges scored this contest 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jordan Gagne.